At the dance, the Dental Assistant National Conference for Excellence, Day 2. I have Briean Clarke. She is the EMC, MC. So if you pronounce it's on the flyer, it says EMCEE. So MC.
MC.
MC. You wouldn't spell it that way, you wouldn't think, right? So, Bree, oh my gosh, this has been an amazing event. You've been amazing.
Thank you.
It literally feels like we're all just together and highlighting each other's wins and what we're great at and what we want to be better at.
Everything has gelled together amazing. I'm super impressed with the flow, and the attendees have just been so patient, so kind for the first go around, and it's just going off without a hitch, really. So it's amazing.
And this lady's hilarious. Okay,
I got some jokes.
it's like on the fly too. Somebody will say something in the audience, and she's like, "Oh yeah, me too." Like it's just I love because you make everybody feel at ease. Because
Yes.
here's what I've learned over the years: is it's when you learn with some entertainment, some humor, some energy interjected in that, you learn I think better. I absorb information way better when there's humor
You have to have a good
intermittently.
time. You have to
Yeah.
have a good time.
And relatability. I love learning from people like you guys that know what you're doing. You've been in the industry this long. I know that you do a lot with ADOM, right?
Yes.
So, like, this isn't your first rodeo as far as conferences go, right?
Yeah, I've been an attendee many times, but actually hosting, leading, planning, and executing, and just running all day, watching the clock every 5 minutes to make sure what's
Yeah.
happening is what needs to be happening. So, not anything I'm, new to per se, but
Yep.
it's definitely been a different approach for me this time.
Yeah,
And
and
it's been exciting.
she's got her notepad and she's writing down, if a speaker ends early and then the next one, comes late, like she's got all of her times, like a running tally of where bodies are, basically, where bodies
Yes.
are. And okay, so Jules approached you and said, "You know what? I want to do a dental assistant conference." How'd that work out? Like, how did she just call you one
Yes.
day and said, "Hey, be my
Yeah,
girl"?
I think right on the right on the spot, she had that idea, and it was an immediate thought she had that she ran with, and it was a text message and then a phone call. It was like, "I'm gonna have this conference, and I want you to be my MC," and I was like, yes. So
Aw.
I told you before, I think it took me about 3 seconds to make that decision. I was like, a conference for dental assistants? Yes, that is needed. So I can't even express how thankful I am for her involving me and the trust that she shows in me by saying, here's your microphone, just make it great, and allowing me to run with that. And it's been great. So super awesome to just know her and be a part of this. It's been fantastic.
I completely agree. And that analogy that you just gave us is exactly how the dental assistants feel with their dentist.
Yes.
Ask me if I want to do it, give me the tools to learn how to do it, and then let me have that baby. Let me run with it. Let me make it, grow and accelerate it. And it's just like you said, just give me the validation that I need.
Yes.
Give me the tools to success, and then give me that responsibility because we really like it.
And
Like
that's
everybody
what
feels
assistants
good.
want. They want
That's all
to
they
feel empowered. Your assistants, believe it or not, doctors, they want to help you. They want to make things easier for you. They want the day to go smoother. They're so patient centered, so patient focused. So give them the training, give them the tools. And I've met some people who say, "Well, I don't want to invest into this person. They haven't been here long, or what if they leave me?" And I read a quote, a couple years ago that says, "Well, invest in them, train them, because what if you don't and they stay?"
Yep.
That's far greater risk and far worse outcomes than if you would train someone and invest in someone for them to be a representation of your practice and a powerful asset to your team than it would be for you to invest in, maybe the wrong person. That happens, and they leave. But you have to empower, train, and just be the leader, but also let that assistant be there to take over and make your life easier. Be the
Yeah.
doctor. Let everyone else step in and have the role that they're there to have.
Yeah, and a lot of dentists think that all assistants care about is pay raise.
Yes.
Oh, that's all they want. They want more money. Turns out, we want respect. We want responsibility. We want
Responsibilities.
acknowledgement. We want validation. We want thank yous.
Yes.
I think that's more of our language. I've been doing this 2 decades. You've been doing this for a long time.
Yes.
As dental assistants, we just want to be that team member that that's vital, like everybody else.
And something I figured out, to touch on that, something I figured out a long time ago is, in the leadership role or as the doctor of the practice, we oftentimes try to figure those things out ourselves. Like, well, I want to make this person feel appreciated, or, our first thoughts as management or doctors is like, oh, let me, maybe bonus. Bonus will make the team happy. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone loves bonus, but I really want to encourage doctors or managers, and if they don't ask assistants, go tell, but to have that conversation of what makes you feel appreciated. Because you would be so surprised how many people say it's not a dollar amount. How many people want to hear that thank you every day? Like, you know what? You did an awesome job on that temporary today. Or, hey, you really made us get done on time today, and I saw you helping out with your team, and I'm so glad we have you here. And we say that often of giving that advice to doctors, like tell your team good job. But I'm going to flip that around a little bit and ask the team members, the assistants, the front office admin team, whatnot, how often do you give kudos to your doctors, your specialists? They're human too.
Yeah.
Tell the doctor, man, you did an amazing job on that prep. You made my temporization so much easier. Or, what, hey, doctor, I appreciate you and all that you do for us and empowering us and teaching us and training us. So, it goes both ways.
Yep.
So know that about one another, because that's going to create a bond too and help the culture of your practice.
No, it's completely true. Whenever my doc does, like, wow, that margin looks amazing, or wow, look at the morphology in that molar you did. Is that a cuspal parabelly? What? No, but I mean, and that's validation, not only as a dentist to say that somebody's watching me and respects that I'm trying really hard to do my best.
Right.
And then the patient hears that.
Yes,
Wow,
that's powerful.
Your team is amazing. They're just complimenting you on the work you're doing in my mouth. I'll never know what you did, but they do, and they said it's good.
Patients notice too.
They notice
Patients
that.
recognize the good, the bad, and the ugly. So you want
They
to
see it all.
You want to be on. If you can be on for your patients, be on for your team too. Continue that morale and the compliments. And just like Grace was telling us the other day, it's all about that emotional response. So even if you had a bad morning and you step foot in that practice, you're on for your team, you're on for your patients. So have that mental capacity to be able to say, you know what, it wasn't the best of mornings, but I'm going to put a good face on today, and I'm going to kill it. So.
Yep. I mean, everybody has a role, and so you have other things going on in your life other than emceeing for the Dental Assistant National Conference for Excellence. Can you tell us a little bit about that part of your life?
So I have partnered with one of the doctors in my practice a couple years ago to create and found a training company called Advanced Dental Concepts. So shout out to us, and definitely find us on Facebook. I'm loving seeing the likes grow. I want to be any resource that I can be. So we partner together because we know there's the front and there's the back. There's these two worlds in dentistry. So I'm working really hard to bring that into be one world. So that division that exists in the industry, I'm working to close that with systems and protocols and communication. So I'm super passionate about that. It's kind of my niche to help in that area, and then to really set ourselves apart to have an active treating doctor being a part of the training and the teaching, where we can help in the operatories, we can help on the business side from scratch. If your experience, whatever your trouble is, whatever your question is, or what you want to improve or learn more, I'm very confident we can help people do that. And also, like you're saying, with being affiliated with ADOM and having my fellowship and being friends and involved with some of the best in the industry, I'm very confident if I don't have the answer or feel I'm the best fit for that area you want growth in, I know someone who would be the best person to help you.
Yeah, I mean, you're so connected now to like everybody in dentistry.
Yes, I always like pinch myself. I'm like, I can't believe I know her, or I've met him, or wow, so it's pretty awesome. Some of the names that I feel I can rub elbows with, and while I have that feeling, it's so odd for me to be receiving that back, like, oh my gosh,
I know.
Briean Clarke, you just did
We know
so awesome. So, and I've appreciated and thanked the attendees so many times for the compliments they've been giving, and so I'm doing big things with Advanced Dental Concepts, teaching and training, super passionate about it.
That's
and
great.
Fun. So
yeah, I mean,
looking
who
forward to
doesn't
everything.
like systems and protocols? Because I thrive on them,
Yes.
as does every dental assistant in the history of the world. If you want me to do something the same way every time,
Yes.
you get me a system and a protocol, and I'm your girl.
Checklists are life, okay?
Yes, checklist. Oh, that'd
Yes.
be hashtag checklist or life.
If you don't write it down, it doesn't exist.
Otherwise, your compressor's on all weekend.
Yes. Let me make your life easier. I can help you.
I can help you.
I'm not the best person to toot my own horn, but I excel in helping with implementation and not only just talking at you, but actually molding it to how it's going to work for you and then giving you some form of a tool to take action of what you're learning and implement that. So I'm very passionate about people getting to walk away with something or changing the whole function of something so it works. So if you got a problem, I can solve it. I think that's in a song,
That is
right?
a song. That is a very good song. We should close out with that song. How does it go?
Hit it, DJ.
I know. Where's the DJ? We're at the dance. Well,
been
thank
some
you so
dancing,
much,
yes.
Bree, for coming on DentalCast and doing this with the dance. And you are an amazing MC.
Thank you.
I'm so fortunate to have met you, and I love everything about you.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to more opportunities with MC and hosting. I'm definitely having a great time, and you rock. I'm just loving seeing all your interviews. Like, you are gifted and talented in this area for sure. So thank you for stepping up to the plate and representing dance in such a fantastic way. So
Oh, well, cheers. Let's
Cheers.
to that. Okay, now, what are the songs? Dance, 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 dance. Let's say goodbye to the audience.
hey,
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 hey.
hey. That's going to be played back for the rest of our life. That's going to be a really bad meme later. Rhonda's singing. Thank you. See, you have so many more
I
talents.
can't help it.
That's fun. All right. Was that over?
I can't tell.